Hey there, Steven here from Crystal Tractor and Equipment. Today I find myself out at our Chiefland Supercenter, and out here we've got tons of different brands and equipment, but none of them I think are going to be quite as much fun as what I have out here today, and that is the ZFORCE 950 HO series from CFMoto, which is going to be the 950 HO Sport you can see here in Ghost Gray, and the 950 HO EX here in Royal Blue. These machines are packed with fun and value, just like all CFMotos. So we're gonna take a deep dive in here today and see just why these are the perfect machines for you to get out on the trails and have some serious fun. Let's go. So let's start off by talking about just what are these. So the ZFORCE line in CFMoto's model lineup is actually their sport side-by-side line. So these are going to be geared more towards getting out on the trails, out in the dunes, out in the open fields, and just ripping it and having a great time. And they're designed and built in such a way that facilitates that with ease. These things are serious fun machines. Now the 950 HO series that I have here is going to be the high output engine. So these are CFMoto designed and built 90 horsepower engines on a 1,500 pound frame. So they are maximum fun out there, right? Tons of acceleration. And we have some very subtle minor differences between the Sport and EX models. So with the Sport, we're sitting on a 60-inch wheel stance, whereas with the EX, we go up a little bit to a 64, as well as increasing it from a 27-inch tire up to a 29-inch tire. Otherwise, these two models are largely the exact same. So either way you go, you're gonna get out there and have a great time. So let's come back to that HO engine here for a second. Now, CFMoto has been building engines since before they were building vehicles. They've been in this business for over 30 years, getting their start building engines and components for some of the largest well-known brands out there. So they've got a lot of experience in that field. And through this V-twin engine they've got back here, you're again punching 90 horsepower, and it's going to be driven through this CVTech transmission. So you've got a lot of reliability there, and you know you're getting something that's going to last. Now, through the axles and frame here, this is actually going to be on a fully independent four-wheel frame. So you're getting independent trailing arms in the rear, which provides a more comfortable ride through uneven terrain and helps level out some of the issues that you would see with a fully A-arm suspension design. Now, one of the other things that CFMoto is best known for is providing an awesome value at a great price. So that means you're going to get standard features built in here for prices lower than what you would pay for some competitors' entry models. That means you're going to get a canopy standard straight from the factory that way, as well as electronic power steering on every model. You're going to have LED headlights and taillights and a 3,500 pound winch, as well as full all-wheel, four-wheel, and rear-wheel drive options standard on every model. These aren't going to cost you anything extra. Another one of those standard features, which I've picked two of my favorite colors here to help demonstrate, is the automotive style paint that you're gonna find on the ZFORCE models. So rather than being injection dyed plastic like you might find on some entry-level models from competitors, all the CFMoto ZFORCEs are gonna be painted with an automotive style finish, including a clear coat. So this color is going to last you for years rather than fading out in the sun in a matter of months like you might find on some of those cheaper plastic designs. Now the interior of the 950 HOs is no exception to that either. So we'll find here dual bucket seats for your driver and passenger, with the driver's seat being slide adjustable. So we do have that adjustment down here. We also have tilt adjustable steering as well. We've got a pretty decent range of mobility there. And then up front, we're gonna have a full LCD display that will change depending on whether you're in your normal or sport modes, which we'll talk about in a second. And then you have some other adjustments where you can track a lot of different vital areas of your vehicle's statistics here as well. Then over here on the right, we'll find our shifting lever. So the 950 HOs are equipped with a park, reverse, neutral, and then a forward, high, and low, and parking brake here in the middle. We're also going to have two cup holders up here in the front, one smaller and one larger in case you have a big mug with you, and some small storage area here up in front of the cup holders as well. Now here in the center, we're going to find that we do have a 12-volt port, so if you need to plug accessories in, as well as 2 USB plugs for charging your phone or other devices. Our key switch here, and then we have some selection switches available in the center of the dash as well, which will be our driving mode selector and our drive line selector. So we can choose on the fly here between rear wheel, all wheel, or 4x4 modes. So we got a lot of different drive options available. And then we have our normal and sport mode selection. And that's going to adjust the throttle response from the vehicle, as well as the high-end range for the RPMs and the top speed to give you a more aggressive feel if you are out trying to have serious fun, or just a more of a laid-back feel if you just want to go out and take it easy. Then we'll have our high and low beam selector for our LED headlights up front, and we have a hazard flasher. Now over here on the right side for the passenger, we will find an adjustable grab bar here to keep them secure, as well as the sort of glove box over here, which is going to house our winch remote straight from the factory in case you need to pull yourself or a buddy out of some sticky situations. Now with the ZFORCE line being a sport side-by-side, we're not going to find the amount of storage we would in something like the UFORCE utility line. But in addition to the glove box that we have up front, we do have a 220-pound cargo rack back here in the rear. And this is compatible with an additional cargo box that CFMoto makes that would connect here with their CF Connect points. And then down at the bottom, we will have a 2-inch receiver, so you can hook up additional towing equipment to the vehicle as well and get some extra storage that way. Now, another thing back here in the rear we'll find is our air inlets for our CVT and our air filters. So you can see these are already high mounted and they're out of the way, so that is going to add extra protection if you are going to end up encountering some mud or deep water. So I hope you enjoyed our look here at the ZFORCE 950 HO series. Now here at Crystal Tractor, we carry a multitude of different brands and equipment, including the full CFMoto line. So if you'd like to see anything more from this line, maybe take a look at the 950s or the 950 Sport series, even the UFORCE or ATV lineup, we've got a great selection here. Come on down, give us a call. We've got 11 locations all over the state. We'd be happy to help. Thanks for checking out our video.